All right. Okay, let's look at the controls. Hey there, thanks for dropping in. I'm just updating a couple of blocks, all that stuff. Figured I'd stream it, so yeah, nothing really to talk about, more just writing the codes today. So you're welcome to drop stuff in the chat or whatever, but yeah, thanks for popping in. What am I doing here? So posts. I'm working on, what am I working on right now? I'm working on the controls block. There is actually there's an open issue in GitHub if you're interested and can beat me to it. I'll paste it into the chat here. You can go and update that stuff. Let's get rid of this. So this is, I'm looking for the controls block. This is a control. Do that. Let's take a look at screen mode. All right, so that's that. That's that. All right. Put this in here. Be okay. So now let's see what we got to do to update this. So first thing I'm going to do is go PI version. Set that to 2. Oh, actually, what I want to do is grab one of the ESLints out of. Okay, so for each one of these, I've been adding the ESLint, an ESLint RC file, because some editor will reformat stuff. Hey, Florida Coder Man. I'm going to say that name one time correctly, but I do appreciate you popping in. So this ESLint just makes my life a lot easier because I actually have VS Code set up with this fantastic little setting. So it'll actually just it formats the code on save, which is lovely, like so lovely. So let's see what happens here. So I've got this ESLint now. It's complaining. If I save it, it didn't complain anymore. I don't know what it fixed, but it fixed something. Maybe it was spacing. I don't know. Okay, cool. So let's look at, so now we got that in there. I'm going to commit that. I'm just going to add it to add ESLint-RC. Now this works because I've got the package, the scripts package installed somewhere. So yeah. Without that, it won't work. All right, do with that. So I want to look at this editable one, which I just did, and see what I have to do there. Oh, did I not do the editable one? Oh, that's just strange. Oh, duh, Ryan, come on, it's my first day. So I'm gonna copy the block.json in there as well and just update it to include all of this stuff. I don't need that. How did I do this in there? So we got to leave all that stuff in there, but then you also got to just update all this. All right. So I'm gonna take the block name, I'm gonna put it in block.json, update that. Whole bunch of copy and paste. And then the example is the editable. No. What am I doing? Not that. Get out of here. Controls. All four controls. All controls. This will be controls. Controls block. We got. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna grab. Okay, so the attributes are the same. The alignment needs to go in there now. So alignment's gonna complain because it needs quotes around it. Man, like that. Okay, so we got that in there now. I'm gonna still. Okay. What here? So we got content is hello world. Content's hello world, and then that doesn't need to be there. That doesn't need to be there. And then we got alignment. I think is the other example here, and that's right. So we're gonna say right. Okay. So everything else, I think, is straightforward. Now let's look and see. We should be able to get block.js. We do. We got editor, CSS. See, okay, all that stuff. Cool. So that looks fairly straightforward. So let's look at this. Yeah. Okay. So I need to just register the block type in here. I'll do that in index. So instead of doing all this fun stuff, we don't need to do any of this anymore. All we need to do is basically that, because if you look at all these in queues, this is the block.js file, this is the editor CSS file, this is the style CSS file, and then we're registering the block, and then we're telling it to enqueue. Basically, so these are registering styles and scripts, and this is actually going to enqueue it for us. So we'll just need to do it. We can do it all in one fell swoop with this fun little thing here. And because I think, no, not that one. I want to put a little. Okay. Need to add a inline comment there. It's block.json. Cool. So I think that's all we need to do for that. So let's come back over here. Refresh this. I'm going to update this so we have it saved and refresh it. All right, so that didn't work. I'm going to remove this. Okay, so we're missing it, so we got to find it. Okay, let's see why. Inspect. Okay, I don't see any console errors. Look at my sources, content, examples. Okay, it's not, something's not right. So let's find the debug. Okay, so it's looking for the editor script examples 03 editable block definition is missing. Okay. I probably copied and pasted something poorly. JSON. So it's looking. Excuse me. Block. File. Okay. Let's reload this. What? Interesting. All right. Editor script defined. Gutenberg. Okay, editor script. So my editor script is incorrect. Block.json. What? Okay. Block.js. Hello to whomever just arrived. Welcome. Apparently don't know what I'm doing. So, block.js is looking for editor script of block.js, which is right there. This is why we need a block asset file. I believe that's going to do it there. I ran into that last time too. There we go. That's why. Okay, so that's really janky, but that's because we're doing control. Hello, where'd that go? Controls. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, what is this? What in the deuce is going on? Refresh all this. No errors in there. Before I do that, I'll do this. This is like the, okay. Oh, I think I need, okay. Okay, so what was happening there was it was actually, because we're using register block type with the path to block.json, it expects to be a block.asset.php in there. And that's why it didn't work. So with that in there, that's correct. But now I think the issue I'm running into now is that I'm not using block props right at the moment. So I need to get that going. So we can use the other example here. We can say pull block prop. Oh wait, block editor. Let's see, is block editor already being added? No, it's not. So I'm going to grab window.wp.blockEditor, and I'm going to pass it to my immediately invoke function, block controls. We're going to grab, we want to use our block props here. And then in our edit state, we're going to need to call, I'm doing a lot of copying and pasting because it's how I roll and it's way easier. Use block prop. Okay, so let's see, rich text. I wonder if I can just go use block props with an appropriate call like that. Okay. So that should do that. Let's see. Make sure my build is running. Oh no, I don't need a build. Oh boy, okay. Things are falling apart. Things are falling apart here. What do we got going on? Block editor's not defined. That is because, I think that is because our block asset does not have block editor in it. It does not. So where did we use that? We used that in here. We did that somewhere else. Style sheets, maybe. There we go, the block editor. So this is why I highly recommend using a build process, because I don't want to have to come in here and manage this every single time, right? Hey, Corey, how's it going, my man? Welcome aboard. I'm not doing anything too crazy today, just working on some, just working on some updating of things. And I'm going to see if I can find out what this error is all about. I'm going to just get rid of this. Block editor is still not defined? Huh. Did I call it wrong? WP block editor? Okay, so I'm calling it. I'm going to put that right at the very beginning. I don't know if that's the problem, but do not know. That's so weird. Okay. And in here we've got window WP block editor. Oh, come on, right? There we go. Passed it, but didn't use it. Okay, so this hopefully should work now. Aha, wonderful. Okay, so that's working. So we're good there. The next thing we have to do is in our, sorry, I'm just gonna get rid of some of these files. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. Block control, okay. So I have my use block props here. We just have to do the same for our save function. I can never remember the syntax. So I'm gonna go up into our editable and look at the syntax in there. Same idea, so we're just gonna call use block props.save where we're using our element tag. So we're just going to do that. I'm going to wrap this, and then hopefully all is well and things just work. Let me just refresh this. Isn't block editor dev fun? It is fun. It's fun. It's enjoyable. It is good times. I mean, what do you want it to be? Easy? Come on. That's what they pay us the big bucks for, right? Is the thing I am typing poorly. All right, so if I update this. All right, should have that. If I view the post now, this is the thing I'm typing. Okay, so this functionality should be done. It should be working the way it's expected. Let me just refresh the page and see what's going on here. Do set my default levels. All this kind of stuff is, funnily enough, expected when you're doing development with Gutenberg. All this good stuff gets thrown out there. Okay, so I think I'm done with this particular thing. So let's take a look and see what I need to commit. Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna streamline the block this assets file to only actually use the stuff that I'm importing. So I'm re-importing rich text from editor. What's that being called? So we got editor, element. Am I using element? I don't think I'm using element. Yeah, element, I18 and blocks. So it looks like I got everything I need. Okay, so that's cool. So add block.json, JSON, and assets file. I guess I could have just probably committed all this in order. Updates to block files to use new. Okay, and boom. Okay, so I'm gonna just go ahead and publish this. If you're just tuning in, I think there's a link in there. Yeah, that link in the repo, sorry, in the chat is, I'm working on this particular ticket, which is in the Gutenberg Examples, where I am just going to go through and update all these blocks. So you're welcome to jump in and do one if you'd like. I'm going to go ahead and do a pull request on this. Update. And then I'm going to get the actual name of this block. Block to use latest API. Okay. All right. So that's good. Oh, sorry. One down, bunch more to go. So I have this one. So let's look at the controls, the ES Next version of the controls. So I'm doing each one of these in a branch because it just makes it easier. Check out trunk. You know, you can see that. Yeah, you can see that. I'm using OMIZSH for my my command line, and I love it. But it's good, and so that. GCO is a alias, some get aliases because you all know how bad I type, so I don't want to have to type everything out all the time. So just check out branch feature update 04. Oh my god, controls ES Next. Is that what it's actually called? Let's take a look. Control Z. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. Boom. Got this. Okay. So close all this down. And let's take a look at the ESNext one. Okay, so first thing we can probably do is just steal the block.json file. That's a good thing. And I'll copy a little bit. I also want to come in here and update WordPress scripts, which I think is at 18.0.1. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna grab that. Oops. I'm gonna grab that. I'm going to cd into that directory. cd 04 ESNext npm install. The reason I'm doing this is because we should always be running the most up-to-date version, but also because it the version I think that was there, 9, doesn't. I don't think it supports like the CSS extraction. So when you're doing things like including a CSS file into your block, it doesn't work, which is never good. So hello to whoever joined. They're welcome. Say hi. Drop a wave in the chat or whatevs. Okay, let's see. Is this thing going? Let's see. Okay, that looks like it's good. So npm run start, and okay, that's building. Very cool, very cool, very cool. All right, so let's look and see what we got. I'll close this down. So in our build, we've got a bunch of stuff. All right, so source block. Did I not move block.json over there? Oh, that's what I did. I didn't need to do that. I'm going to get rid of that. I needed to do the block. Oh, it's there. So I'm just going to move a block.json in there. And we're going to update this to match what's in here. So this is the name. Oh, it's already there. What am I doing? Okay. Weird. Okay. Did I already do that? Oh, man. Let's look. What is this? Oh, it's editable as ESNext. That's... Yeah. I need more coffee. All right, so this is the correct name, and it's 04 ESNext, not that. It's controls ESNext. Okay, so then I want the title. Can go into block.json as well. Text domain I think is all right. Gonna need. You know what I should have done is I should have just grabbed the block out of here. Yeah, I should have done that. And then I can just do this. Boom. Nope. Totally not right. You guys are watching the reason why I don't like to. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I know why, because I need to get it from the other thing. So, anyways, I'm just gonna grab the alignment stuff out of here. It's in a different branch, is what my mumbling randomness is saying. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Put that in there. I think the example was set to, is it alignment? I think it was right, but I'll check that here. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Okay, cool. So we got the block. Before I do anything, I should probably just get a working example of this. I'm gonna get rid of this block here. Move block. So there's controls. is next. Okay, so this is the ES next version. I'm just gonna go with that. So that's that was already a problem there. So okay, interesting. So editor CSS should have that. Style CSS has the same colors, right? Yeah, same colors. Okay, so it's probably loading the stuff correctly, but I'm feeling like we should update that because that doesn't make any sense. So the style, I'm going to take these colors and put it in style. Is there padding in there too? And update that. So I think my build is running. Yes, indeed. Okay. Okay, that's what the other one did, I believe, right? So if I look at the controls, this is the other one. Sure. Update. Yeah. Okay. So that needs to match. Okay, so, wow, fixed the bug. Awesome. All right, so we're going to get rid of this one. Remove that block. Okay, so that's the way it's supposed to look. So now let's take a look at everything else that we have going on. So in here, we've got a source. This is cool. I think what I'm going to do, how did we do it for this one? I think we split it out into edit and save. We did. Okay, so in our index, we're going to add an edit in here. Edit.js and const edit equals. We're doing a functional component here. We're going to return something, whatever it is we're going to return. So let's see down here. What are we going to return? So we're going to grab, okay. So as we know, it takes props, and then we're going to I'm just going to grab this. I'm going to build this out. Right. And, do that. Okay, so but I also need to pull in some of these things. I'm gonna grab this and just see what yells at me. So oh my god, come on. Put that in there. Don't need the register block type. That's not being called from here. Does this need to be done like this? Do I have an error? Oh. Export. Default. Edit. Oh, and the other thing that's not working is my ESLint is not working because I didn't add it. So I'm going to grab this editable ES next one. I'm going to take the ESLint from there, put it in. So you can see, the reason I did this is I have different ESLint sort of like standards running. This is the one that you would use for stuff with JSX basically, and whereas the other one has I'll show you this one. It's just ES5. So I had some things in there. Cool. So if I come back over here, there we go. Okay, so this is all good. So this isn't being used, I don't think. So I'm going to get rid of that. And why is this yelling at me? Oh, it's so dumb. Okay, cool. I should add that. Okay, so I've got this, and the other thing I have to do is I have to use block props. And I think block props comes from, it does. Use block props comes from the block editor. So I'm going to put it in here, use block props, and then I'm going to go const block props equals use block props as a hook, and then I need to spread it over. It's the object spread syntax over here. And no errors so far with the buildy builds. Let's see, I need to update this. Just make sure I'm not messing anything up yet. I don't seem to be. Okay. Okay. Oh, because this isn't doing anything. That's why. All right, so in here, oh, it's already using block props. Well, that's interesting. That's the controls version, right? Dummy. Index. Sorry, stand by. Here. Okay, so this is just registering all the things. Okay, so I am going to do I guess I'll do the save one next. So save.js. So we're going to do const save. You can call this whatever you want. We're not actually using the name of this thing. It's just export default save. And then we'll come over here and grab everything that's in the save command like that. Gonna pass it the props. And we're gonna do this. And we need the rich text. We need to import the rich text. Grab this. Oops. Get out of here. So we really just need rich text at this point, I think. Okay. And we also need the block props. So in theory, we should just be able to call const block props equals block props.save. And I think we can actually just pass that in there. Oh, but not as that, as an object. And what else did I break? What is this? Oh, I don't need that. Okay, that does that. And then we should be able just to spread block props on here again. Cool. Let's add a bit of space in there. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so that's the edit. That's the save. Okay, so now in our index, we can start pulling this thing apart. So we don't. Is this being used? Or is that supposedly being used? Oh, in the title. Okay, so let's go. Let's do this. Internal dependencies. We're gonna go import JSON from. This is our block.json file. So we're gonna find that block.json because we're gonna use some stuff out of that. Import edit from edit. Nope. Just to make it look like I meant to do that, we're gonna do it this way. Save, edit. Okay, cool. And now I'm gonna pull out const. Right, we're gonna destructure out of JSON. We want the name, and then we want basically we're gonna want everything else as settings. Equals JSON. Cool. And so now we can replace this with name and let the block.json manage it. And we can basically replace all of this by spreading settings across this object, including that. And then edit just becomes this becomes edit. And save just becomes save. This is like what do they call this? This is like the object. I forget what they call it. It's object shorthand. That's what it is. So the edit, because we have this variable called edit. What this will do is in this object, it'll say take edit, and it'll give the property name as edit, and then the value of the variable as its value. So it's pretty handy dandy. So that's significantly shortened our index file here. Just for the sake of being verbose, I'd like to do that. There we go. So cool. So that's that. Let's look and see what our. Oop, am I getting errors there? I'm getting an error. Well, that's weird. What's this? Block.json spell unexpected. Oh, did I break block.json? Oh, yep. There we go. Let's try that again. Just gonna run and build again. Okay. Must have done it somewhere else as well. Oh, right there. Okay, so that's built. Yay! Good times. Okay. So in our build, we should have our build. We have our build. It's all right here. Index, all that stuff. Cool. So because we don't need to process this, like if these are SAS files, you could, or like, yeah, they were SAS files or needed some kind of processing, you could import them into your index file, but we don't strictly need to at this point. So the only thing we need to do is, maybe we should, because this is now, let's import them. Let's just import them and see what happens. So we're gonna import this. Nope. We're gonna go. Is it style CSS and see what happens. We get a little build out there. So let's look. We got build. Now we've got style index. And then if we do import, I think it's editor. That's CSS. Interesting. I wonder if I have to do it. Just gonna get rid of this build for a second and then rebuild it. A bit confusing to me as to what goes where. So in our build, we've got index. So index is got this lighter coloring, which is okay, cool. So index has got this lighter coloring, which refers to what we know is supposed to be this stuff. And it looks like the style dash index is the darker color. Okay, cool. So that's I think that's to do with the name. I think you call it editor, and then in your block.json you can just refer to that as index. Yeah. So this is So that's gonna be that. Okay. So that's all done. So now we can come in here, and instead of doing all of this, we can just get the register block type. Boom. We can replace all that with this because it handles all of the enqueuing for us. You just there we go. So I'm just gonna add an inline comment there. The block. Okay, cool. So now let's refresh this. Oh my god, did that just work? Oh, this. That's cool. So there's padding on that one, but not padding on the other one. Let's look. So in our editor, we've got padding. In our style, we've also got padding. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna delete this. Controls ES next. Okay. Let's see where that padding's coming from, because I don't remember that being in there before. Oh, I think I know where it's coming from, because it's loading both. So it's loading. Okay, so this is loading padding. But this is also loading padding. I bet if I get rid of that, the padding will go away. Sorry, I'm not speaking in full sentences. First time chat from viewer. Hey, blind Via, welcome. Hey, Ale London, welcome aboard. Oh, I got rated. Don't know what that means, but it sounds like a good thing. Okay, so where is that padding coming from? Let's see. Let's see. This should be the class that's getting stuff assigned to it. This is that. Okay, so all right. Okay, so that's not getting any padding there now. Okay, what have I done? I've done something wrong here. Style CSS. Let's add the other one. Controls. See, controls. Yeah. See, that's weird. Okay, let's look at the CSS for this one. So in here, got that, and then in here, we've got that. There's padding in both. So let's see. I think because the way that this works is if you have we're at block.json. So this style gets loaded only in the editor style, and when this gets loaded both in the front end and the back end. And I believe that the order in which they are loaded matters. I believe that's what it is. So where's the class name for this? Class. Okay, where's the class name for this? So I should be able to see some styles here that have been added. Somewheres right there. Let's look at this now. Let's be getting multiple styles assigned. Wait, where's the computed thing? There we go. Where is the stuff? Okay, so this is getting overridden by something. Right? What's it getting overridden by? Okay, I think this is less about a weird, okay. Sizing, margin river, line height, min width. All right, well, there's some hilarity afoot here messing with this. If I just get rid of that for now and refresh this, see what happens. It means this for my change. Tell us what you are doing. I am updating the blocks examples at this repository here, WordPress Gutenberg Examples. And you're welcome to come and hang out for sure. Thanks for coming. Appreciate it. Yeah, so that's just what I'm working on right now. I've done a pull request for this one for the example controls, and now I'm working on a pull request for ES Next version of the same thing, and I'm just fighting through some weird CSS stuff. So that's just got some extra padding in there, which I don't know where it's coming from, but it's coming from somewhere. Is it getting? Very strange. Okay, well. I think we might leave it. What did I do to this file? Let me look at this. Oh, I just changed the colors. That's all I did. Okay. So let's look at the build files. I wonder if there's something weird going on there. So index CSS, nope. Style index CSS. No, it's still doing what it's supposed to be doing. Okay. Excuse me. So yeah, okay. Well, I mean, this is working. I'd like to maybe figure out what the heck's going on with that, because there's like twice the padding in there that I think I need, and I'm not sure where it's coming from. So we got padding here. Okay, so it's coming. So that's being overridden there and being overridden there. So is it margin maybe that's killing me here? Why did I turn that off? Nope, it's not doing it. All right. Oh God, not that. Nope. I have to turn both of them off for that to work. Look right. Okay. Well, you know what? It's a design. It's a design decision. That's what I'm going with right now. Okay. So other than that little weird hiccup thing, we're pretty much good to go here. So what I'm going to do is start committing things. So I'm going to add the ESLint and update the package.json. And I don't think this is actually being tracked, the package lock. So I'm just going to delete that for now. So update package script. Oops. Come on. Scripts package. And add .eslint rc. Boom. Okay. I'm not going to put the build stuff in. Okay. Should be all the stuff to build. Okay, cool. Do that, and then build the block. Oh. Oh, no. I don't want to. I want to npm run build this. Because I don't want to commit the. I don't want to commit the files that are like the development files, because they'll be much larger than they should be and all that fun stuff. So I'm going to build the file, see, and it won't include the. Okay, so we'll publish this, and we're gonna have oops, oh, block.json. That's where I store the tile. Okay, I'll jump back over here. Hopefully it's not too boring for everyone. Update the block. So 152. Okay. Pull request. Make some requests here for cool. All right. So we got. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's still running. Okay. We need to make a request here, and Marcus has been reviewing this stuff for me, which is fantastic. Okay, cool. So we got those two. So what's next? So we got controls. So let's look at the recipe card now. So I'm gonna jump back over here, clear this out. Get checkout trunk. Nope. Get checkout trunk. Don't want to create a branch called trunk. Okay, create branch feature. And what's the next block I'm working on? So 05 recipe card, which I don't think I've ever looked at before. Update 5 recipe. Okay, so let's have a look. Cool. So I'm gonna just delete this block. Get this out of the way. So it's what, recipe? Recipe card. Interesting. Okay. So this is a bit more complicated. So recipe, food, other food, and water. Instructions. All right, so that stuff, upload image. That's right. That's a terrifying looking recipe. Cool, so we update this and take a look. This is what it looks like. Interesting. Okay. I have an error in there? What's the error? Receive true for no. Oh, okay, so, all right, that's okay. We got to move some of this stuff. Received a warning, true for non-boolean attribute inline. What is that? Okay, so I have a feeling we have to update a couple of things here. So let's take a look. Recipe card, okay. Okay, we got chocolate chips. Oh, what does it look like in the example? Recipe card. Oh, that doesn't work. Does it work? Okay, so the example doesn't seem to be working. Okay, so I think this is gonna be a bit bigger deal. So let's get into it a little bit. Okay, let's see. First things first. Okay, we're gonna add a block.json, which we'll just add here. Block.json. And I'm gonna grab one out of here. Nope. Oh, I keep doing that. So if you block.json, so I'm just gonna grab this whole thing, put it in there, and then just start copying and pasting out of here. So I need this name to do this. And then I need to look at the recipe card. Put that in there. And then categories layout icon is set somewhere. Did I miss it? Oh, index card. So like that. Okay, we're going to the attributes now. Attributes have got, these are the attributes. Just replace this and start. There's got to be a faster way of doing this. But I'm going to make you all sit here and watch me do it like this anyways. Okay. Okay. Okay, it's gonna get more exciting. Well, I mean, it probably won't. It probably won't get more exciting. Okay, cool. So we got that in there. This is wrong. That needs to go. And I need to get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this, and get rid of that. And let's see. Okay, get rid of that trailing thing. Now the example is completely not working, but we'll get that working. So we got attributes in here. So we get title. And oops, got this. Chocolate chip cookies, and I don't need that. I just need this. And then media URL, ingredients, this. It's an array, flour, sugar, chocolate, and I'm assuming that means love. Oh. I don't need that. Okay. This, that, and boom, boom, boom. Okay, so I think that is fine. Card index. Okay, so we got our get all this stuff. ID. Okay. Okay, so what I need. Okay, so I've done that. Get the block.json. The other thing I need to do is I need to add the block.asset.php file, because if you remember, it doesn't like to do it. It will not load the block.json without that. So again, we can just literally get rid of all of this stuff that's in there. Yep, and I can go register block type, and I just pass the directory that we're going to. Now let's see if my clipboard still have that. Oh, there we go. Oops, not there. Okay. So hopefully this registers this block for us and we don't get into too many issues. Okay, that's not unexpected. What? I don't know, what block is this? Okay, yeah. So recipe card. Okay, so that is fine because it's not. I'm not using block props yet, so I need to get the block. I need to import block props into my block.json. Here. So we're gonna need to style sheet block editor. Yeah. Okay. Do.block editor. So I'm gonna pass it way down here. Window. wp.block editor. I wonder what this is being used for. Doesn't matter. So var use block props is from. Oh, I need to pass it in here and go. Block props. Okay. So now I can use the block props down here, and I should in my edit state be able to. Holy smokes. Here. Yes, here. Should be able to pass like that. I think. I'm also forgetting my ESLint, so I'm gonna put that in there too. See how much it hates everything I've done. Okay. So what I'm doing here is we need to spread the block props on the root element. This happens to be a div, so I'm going to do that where you pass the properties to it, like the attributes and stuff. So let's update this. Let's refresh this, and hopefully it just it breaks. Perfect. It's exactly what I wanted. Why did it break? Let's see. Let's get rid of this and do recipe card. Okay, so let's find out why that's broken. What is this? Oh, use block pros. Totally. There we go. Okay, hopefully this works now. Reload. It did. Okay, perfect. Okay, so we've got block props happening there, which is good. And we need to get the same thing happening down in the edit state. So we're going to just basically call the same thing, but use block prop. Sorry, where's the save? Save. So in the root element, we're going to do block props, but then it's dot save. And this should do the same thing. Wrap the root element, which is a div, with all the block props that it needs, like classes and all that fun stuff. Test. So I'm gonna update this. So I run over here. Everything looks like it's correct. Okay, so that's working fine. Let's just make sure. So this should just show everything that it needs to show. Interesting. That doesn't look correct. Maybe the CSS is in the wrong spot. Let's see. Okay, so there is no editor CSS. What's in here? Recipe image. So that should be floating right. So has this got the class it needs? It does. Interesting. Okay. JSON. So there is a script. There's no editor style, but there's style.css. Right. So let's make sure it's being loaded. What the heck? Why is that getting loaded? Okay. Okay, so let's look in debug. I don't think the styles are getting loaded correctly. Or I've completely broke. Oh, maybe not. Whoa, what the heck just happened there? Okay. These so many. Oh. Is that? Oh, that's because I think that's because I resolve whatever. Okay, sure. I think I'm actually gonna delete that. There you go. Okay, so let's go recipe card. Okay, that's really weird. Now it's okay. Now it works. Now it works. There's a meme that says, "I don't know why this code doesn't work." Oh, that's why it works. Oh, how did it work in the first place? It's quite literally how this is running for me right now. Okay, let's fix this because that's not right. So in here we're pulling the what are we pulling? The media upload from editor. Where did it get moved to? It's from block editor. Block editor. So we're gonna pull that from block editor. So hopefully that should stop with the ridiculousness. Oh, rich text also needs to come from block editor. Which means I probably don't need to have the editor in there. Okay, so that's good. So we are not... Non-Boolean attribute inline. I have no idea what that is. Oh. I think that's the rich text component down here. Does the rich text component even accept that anymore? Weird. Okay. All right. Well, let's look it up. It's components, packages. It's block editor. It's here. We'll go to components and rich text. I just looked at this yesterday. I didn't remember seeing anything to do with that. I should learn the alphabet so I can find this faster. Someone here. Okay, so there doesn't seem to be any. What if I just take that out? See what happens when I take that out. Probably won't get the error, but is it going to work the way it's being expected to work? Oh, how many places is that being done? Let's see. All right, well, should kill the errors, but not. What? Okay. Oh, it's because you have to save files before things get changed. Okay, cool. So that's not an issue. That looks totally normal to me. I don't see any difference there. Okay, cool. So we got rid of those errors. That's a win. And yeah, okay, cool. So now let's see what else we have to do here. Okay, so where are we? We're loading it. We got this working. The example's not working, which is strange. So oh. So I wonder, okay, so it's not working. The logic here, if I'm reading this correctly, or where am I? If I'm reading correctly that the, if there is no media ID, which there isn't because it hasn't been added, then it's going to show up upload image. Otherwise, it's going to show whatever the media URL is. So I think we can fake it by saying, if I just go media ID and give it a value of 1 or any number, I would imagine is probably what we're going to do. I don't have to check the logic in here and to see what else, but if I go recipe, there we go. So now we've got that cookies URL showing up here. And so I don't know why the right list of ingredients is not showing up. Value attributes.ingredients. Attributes.ingredients. What is it expecting that to be? Can it be an array? Huh, let's look and see. It's not actually, oh wait, hold on. It's an array. Children selector dot ingredients. Ingredients. What does it have to be an array? Let's do some fun stuff here. Hold on. Let's go console.log. And we'll go props.attributes. Where's that? Attributes dot text and ingredients. I'm wondering if, sorry, I'm totally in my own head here, but I'm wondering if we've got an array of just like string items here, and I'm wondering if it needs to be an array of like LIs or something. So I'm going to just, that's just not doing anything. Why is it not doing anything? So, oh, I know why, because I'm not showing you everything. Where'd that go? That does not seem to be the correct attribute. We got for ingredients. Where is it? Oh boy. Come on. There we go. All right. Oh. So. Interesting. Okay. Excuse me. I'm gonna just try something here. I don't know that that's gonna work, but we'll see. Oh man, did I just break it? I totally just broke it. Yeah, that'll do it every time. Oh wait, wait, am I using, what am I using here? Load this. I'm using block.json, but it's still loading that. So the example is getting loaded from there. So okay. It needs to be like a type apply and like what props. This feels too in the weeds. I don't think this is right, but if I go like children, right, do an array, go like test, and then do that. And then if I just like comment at it for now, that feels way too in the weeds. Yeah, that'll do it. Oh, okay. So that works, but I don't like that seems like it shouldn't be like that. That seems really Not a fun way of doing it, but why not? I'm just gonna do it. It's gonna be a thing. Put that in there, and then here, because that's how it would actually get saved anyway. So okay, let's refresh this. Oh, recipe, sample card. There we go. So that works. Everything else seems to be working. Okay, cool. So I'd be interested to see if maybe there's a better way of doing that. I'll do a bit of digging on that. In fact, let's go. Metadata. Let's take a look here. Example. All right. Well, I'm going to leave it at that. And because what, that doesn't. Okay, so instructions are, it's a div. So I don't know why. What is instructions? Instructions is an array. Oh, it's also steps? Dot steps. It is weird. Like, I feel like it should be like mix, bake, enjoy. Should it not? Right? If I just do that, I think I'm making some assumptions here, but recipe card, mix, bake, enjoy. Because if I write down in here, I'm not like writing. I'm right. Like this isn't. This is wrapping this in a text box. Okay. Yeah, that's strange. Okay, so anyways, I've updated that. I think that's a better representation of what it's actually doing. And the block still seems to work. No problem. Right? We got everything going on here, going on here. Definitely some CSS stuff. So let's go ahead and commit all this now. So I'm gonna add.es Lynn Darcy. Do that. Okay. I'm just gonna do it all. Over here, jump over to here. Oh, focus. Update. Oh, what is in this block? I am updating right now. Was it 153? 2. Okay, pull request. Let's see what we got. Pull requests. Oh, look at that one. That one just got approved. Fantastic. Sweet. Let's see. Yay, Greg. Thank you. It could be cool to integrate prettier formatting with this repository. Did I not do that? Oh, right. Okay. Relation to the input project. The question is whether we should switch the split between yes and no yes. Yeah. Cool. All right, I'm gonna merge this because that's awesome. Excited. What is this one? Example control. So we can go ahead and do that one. Okay, so we got that merged. We got pull request. I got. Okay. Awesome. Okay, that's fantastic news. All right, let's look at. Oh, looks like I lost a few, but thanks for sticking with me. Whoever's still here, appreciate it. I'm gonna just close this down. I'm gonna switch back over to check out trunk. Okay, so get branch feature update 5 ES recipe, and what's it called? ES next. Okay, so let's dive into that one. So for all right, so I'm gonna get a ESLint.rc in here. We'll start there. I'm going to get a we'll put the block.json in there. We'll be working on this one. And okay, we got that. I'm gonna just start moving some things over to it. Okay, sorry, I got distracted there for a second. Slack. Cool. Okay, so block.json, that's what I was doing. Okay, so we got this example, the indicated layout. I'm just gonna copy the attributes over. You know, it's the same attributes. I'm gonna just do this like this. I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna steal, where's the block.json file? I'm gonna do this. Nope. What the heck? New file, raw, so lazy. Gonna grab this. Oops, what the heck? Oh, I just quit? Okay, do that too. There we go. Yes, next, right? To get out of here, okay. Make sure I got the name of that right. Right, and then I gotta get this next version. So everything else looks, oh boy. Can we format this? Hello. That's awesome. Okay, cool. So I think that's everything I need, right? Everything I need, okay. Block.json is there. So I'm gonna start doing the edit. Oops, I'm gonna do my edit state. So in the edit, I'm gonna go. And turn my Copilot back on. That's why I and smart const edit. Sure. And then in my index, I'm just going to go grab whatever's in the edit. Here, oops, God, right there, 2 right there. Place that. Okay. And then export default edit. Oh, do I have my ES? Oh, I thought I dropped my ESLint in there. I guess I didn't. Oh, I put it in the wrong folder. Okay, so in here, I need to pull in whatever I need out of here. Don't need that because that's not actually being used here. Just block editor, block editor. That's right. Oh, props. Okay, so let's go do the same thing. I'm going to create a new file, call it save.js. And then in my index, oh wait, I think it's awesome. Okay, so save function. And of course, add the props in there, and then I don't know what I need out of here, so let's just grab it all. I certainly don't need that. I certainly don't need that. I don't need that, apparently. Cool, done. All right, I do need use block props. However, I need that in the edit state too, so we can add that. Okay, const. I don't need that. Class name is class name. I think I can just do it this way. Right, class name's not getting changed in any way. Oops. Right? Should be all I need out of there. Okay. And then on the save, I need to do the same thing. So I can go const block props equals. It's fun that that kind of does it. And then instead of doing that, because it'll just give me the class name as part of it. 2, 3 spread block props. Okay. So that should be. Don't need that now. All right. So now we can start pulling out the stuff. So I'm going to do this, clean it up a little bit. All right, I'm going to go internal dependencies, and I'm going to go import the JSON from block.json, and then import edit from edit, import save from save, and then I can make a const, and I can name whatever, sure, settings. Right, now we just convert this. I love doing it this way because it just makes everything all dependent on the block.json, so you don't have to come in and like update things in other places at all. It's fantastic. So we can do this in the spread my settings across there, and then now that I have edit and save, I can just remove the definitions like this, like that, and then just get rid of all this as well, like that. That makes it a much cleaner file, and then the stuff that's actually being done is done in other files, and this just handles everything. Okay, cool. So that's doing that. This is my edit. Okay, and then so in here again, we can just get rid of all this stuff and go register block type from the directory, current directory, and then my clipboard here. Okay, so hopefully. I'm not lost. Where is this? And here, and here, and here. Let's get rid of this. And go recipe. Cardias next. And okay. Cool. I seem surprised, but I'm not at all. I totally know it was going to work first time without any problems. Okay, cool. So that's seems to be working. There's some things in here that I'm not. Oh, why didn't that work? Oh, why didn't that work? That works, but that doesn't. Okay, let's take a look. Oops. Oh, right. Okay. I'm gonna be lazy again and jump over here. No. Where's that? Right there. Being lazy, but the problem here is I need to have a media ID. It's got a media ID. I think I gave it 1 in the last one. That should fix the problem. Oh, the other problem is I'm not running a build. Did I forget? I forgot to do something. This needs to be updated. I thought it was too good to be true that it just worked. All right, so I'm updating the scripts package to the latest version. See what happens there. Appreciate the follow, Gat Noob. Thank you. Not sure if you're still here, but okay. So let's do npm run start. Now we'll get our build command running. He's building. Well, let's go back over here and refresh. Okay. Oh, there's a problem. Oh, I think I need to. Let's see. JSON. So I have a build in here. So let's do that. Oh, it just didn't register at all. Okay. Interesting. Oh, because this isn't right. It's in build index, and then it's just CSS. Okay, so I'll get that loading first. So this should now, yeah, reload. Okay, so that's working, but the CSS is not. Well, I think it's working. There is just front end CSS, right? No. How's it being loaded? Okay, so style. All right, yeah, that makes sense. So in here, I need to have style, and it'll be build. I think it might be style student. So I'm gonna just in my index here, gonna import my style sheet. Import. So hopefully now if I run the build style index CSS. So in my block.json, it'll be build style index.css. And let's see. Okay. I think that might be the only thing. So if I just get rid of this now, let's see what happens. Doesn't support. Okay, well, oh, because I broke it. I need to do that. Let's take another look here. Yeah, okay, so the CSS, okay, so it's loading CSS, great. So that works, that's awesome. And that works fine. And then let's look at the recipe. I think this is not gonna work the way it's supposed. Oh, that's working, but this is not. So weird. Okay, let's look. Let's look at the pull requests here. Recipe. Yeah, let's see what this does. Ooh. Wait. It's weird that it's not doing that. So is it defined differently? Let's take a look at the rich text. What's it supposed to be? Div, multiline P. Class name is steps. So I wonder if I just do a single entry. If that's the thing that will work. Let's see. So weird that it's doing that. Expecting an array. I wonder if it needs to be like this. This is super unintuitive if that's what it is. I'm probably just doing it a bit wrong, but let's see. Okay, so, Greetings from Nicaragua. Hey, welcome. Thank you for coming. Okay, so that looks like it works. I'm gonna do some follow up on this. This seems like I'm too low level. Like maybe there's another way of doing it. Anyhow, okay, so that seems to work. That's working. So let's and we'll do this and just make sure it all seems to work. So this block works, but I'm not entirely sold on the user experience. Like for example, if I get rid of instructions, right? Instructions probably shouldn't show up here. There's definitely some things that we can do to probably improve that. I think I'm gonna get it updated first, which I've done, and then I can come back and take a look at these again from a user experience point of view, because it's just a little disjointed. If that makes sense. Yeah. So okay. So I think this is working now. So let's see. Okay, I'm going to commit what I have. I'm gonna commit what I have. I don't need that. Delete file. Oh, I'm gonna npm run build. So I want to build everything, not use the. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to do that and this. Update scripts package and add linting. Okay. Everything in the build cannot go. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this. Build. Add that. Add that. Update block. Files to use latest API. Do this, and then that's my build. Looks like it. Build files. Run that, boom, set it up there. I'm going to do a pull request. Here now, code. Update. What is near the block? The block's right here. Request. Create my pull request. Okay. I may need to stop. I actually have a meeting that I have to run to soon. I want to grab some lunch, but thank you so much for joining me today. Typically I stream on Thursdays at 10:30 Eastern, and this is just kind of an impromptu one that I wanted to add. But if you are interested in those streams, you can find them. Well, it's on this channel, obviously, but I have a repository that I use for that, and it's right here. And in here, you can add issues and stuff, and ask questions, and get all the code and everything. So, and all my stuff is also up on YouTube, if you're interested. So, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate the new follows, and we'll catch you hopefully Thursday. Thanks a lot.